Welcome to Ghoulish Gab, always spooky, always under 7 minutes. Today we are taking a look at a list of streaming horror movies new to streaming for the month of January. The list was put out by Bloody Disgusting. This was something that Kayla sent over to me, and I've been looking over. And what on here sticks out to you the most?
So I'm always captured by the images, and we'll post a link to this list because by the time this episode comes out, most of these will be out there. So a screen grab is usually what catches my attention, and the first thing that I saw is called Landscape with Invisible Hand, and it's supposed to be out on Prime. And the description says this sci-fi fable is set in a wildly creative world post-alien invasion. A hyper-intelligent alien race don't destroy Earth, but their advanced technology left most of the job force obsolete, plunging humanity into poverty. And it's supposed to be like a sci-fi horror comedy. And I don't know what these alien creatures are supposed to be, but I'm intrigued. They've got like antenna eyes and like butts for mouths.
That was the first thing I noticed was they look like butts with like arms or legs sticking out of their heads.
Yep.
And well, that title is just so odd. Landscape with Invisible Hand. You hear that and you're like, what the fuck does that mean?
The
I
whole
mean,
thing looks like nonsense, and I'm here for it.
yeah, I mean, between the title and the picture, I have no clue what to expect. Even with hearing some of that description, I still have no clue. So
Yep.
that is very intriguing. One movie on this list that I have heard a bunch about and really wanted to see and just need find the time to watch it is Suitable Flesh, which is coming to Shudder on January 26th. I know that it's already out on DVD as well, if you're still doing DVDs. This is another H.P. Lovecraft adaptation of The Thing on the Doorstep. And I know there's been versions of that before, probably not with this big of a budget. And it's also exciting because Brian Usna, who did Reanimator, is back, and Barbara Crampton is back in this one as well too. So it's supposed to have kind of that 80s tone to it, and I'm hoping that it delivers the goods
I like the
for
title of
Reanimator
that
fans.
one too, Suitable Flesh.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to come over to your house because I don't have a Shutter subscription. I know that's like ridiculous, but I don't. I had to tone down my subscriptions. Um, but they have on Shutter also Destroy All Neighbors. And so apparently it's a about a neurotic, self-absorbed musician whose ambitions for prog rock greatness get beset by a grotesque neighbor, Vlad, and a pile of undead bodies. And I'm like, oh, so we're including like narcissistic musicians and prog rock and undead bodies. I'm in.
that one I've heard a little bit about too. Yeah, this list, I think the two that I've heard the most about were Suitable Flesh and Destroy All Neighbors. And I am definitely all in on that one as well. Also, if you're getting rid of subscriptions, the only one you keep is Shutter, Kayla. The rest of them can go. A lot of
No,
these seem to
Hulu
be.
has Buffy the Vampire Slayer on it. Sorry.
All right, that's fair. A couple of these are on Screambox, which is a subscription service that I'm not familiar with. I know that it exists. I don't know what kind of movies they have, horror movies they have compared to what everybody else has streaming. So I might have to check that out someday. There's one on there, Underground. That one's going to be on there as of January 9th. It says found footage fans will want to check out this original release that sees a bachelorette party turn into a claustrophobic nightmare. And it goes on and on. I don't want to spoil too much about that. But that's a fun idea. Let's take like The Descent and just put a whole bachelorette party in there instead of a whole bunch of strong characters.
You know what? I like that idea. I love found footage films though, so I will probably like that. I'm gonna have to check and see if Screambox offers a like free trial
Ooh,
that
good
I could just
idea.
utilize, and then we could just have a movie day with my free trial.
There we go.
By
Love.
the way, sorry to everybody if they just heard that loud ass train that went by. I live by a railroad. Sorry. Um, but yeah, I mean, those were the big ones on my list. This list does seem The Elderly also looks interesting. That's also on Shutter. So apparently, I just need to come over to your house to watch Shutter, and then you'll come over here and watch Screambox. And everybody else should check out this list that we'll post in the comments and tell us what you're looking forward to because well, there'll need to be just some discussions for sure.
Yeah, the elderly does. I mean, old people are creepy when they do them right in a movie, not just in general. I don't know, maybe they're all creepy. Who knows? But you know, when a creepy old person in a movie when they approach it right
Oh yeah. Oh
is
yeah.
creepy. I don't know. They can be gross and creepy.
Well, I
They can
mean,
not be.
so can babies, old people and babies. When done right in horror,
And children,
absolutely.
there should be a movie with creepy old people versus creepy children somehow.
Summer
Does that
SummerSlam
exist? Yeah,
2025.
just wrestling with creepy babies. All right. Well, I guess we should probably end on that idea. If you've seen any of these, let us know in the comments or tell us what is new to streaming that you are excited to watch that we didn't talk about.
All right, see you next week.